Welcome, parents, teachers and class of 2020. The graduation ceremony, which we host each year at Bromsgrove, is an opportunity for the school community to come together and celebrate the educational journey of this group of young adults. Although this year the circumstances are extraordinary, we still want to recognise your achievements as a year group and as individuals. So despite not being together in one room, we are coming together to congratulate and appreciate your time at the school. In America, graduation speeches are referred to as commencement addresses because the ceremony does not symbolise the end, but rather the beginning. So, as I welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2020, I would like to briefly touch on what you are about to begin. You will begin your journey into adulthood at a time of uncertainty and sadness, but you will collectively, as a class and as a generation, need to begin that journey with hope. You belong to a generation that has grown with information available to you at your fingertips, thanks to the relentless technological advancements that have developed as you've come of age. Never before have people had access to such a wealth of knowledge and information so readily. And now you navigate the privilege of education. You will choose to engage in the gift of education, and this will define your generation and dictate how you will be judged. As you prepare to study and grow at university, never forget that knowledge is indeed power, and that with such power comes responsibility. And as individuals, we must fulfil our responsibilities to wider society. Education bestows privilege, and higher education at university level is a privilege that only a minority will be able to enjoy. Be open to all that university has to offer you. Beyond the lecture halls and the seminars, you will never again have the chance to meet with such a wide array of people. All nationalities, all ideas and all opinions are represented. Take this gift and use it. Learn from others. Absorb the experiences both inside and outside of the classroom. What you learn about yourself during your years at university will build on the confidence and resilience that you've been developing here at Bromsgrove, and you will see the true value of each and every learner profile attribute. So before we begin the ceremony, please enjoy this rendition of How Far I'll Go, performed by members of our music department.
Welcome Year 13 to the Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. This is certainly an incredibly memorable year, for the global impact of COVID-19 has meant that we are not gathered together here today in our wonderful school in person to present the graduation certificates and to celebrate the graduation together in person. A graduation ceremony, even in the virtual world such as this, is always such a very special occasion. The culmination of years of hard work, the actualization of goals, and the acknowledgement of success achieved by every single one of you. You are certainly an amazing group of young adults with your whole lives ahead of you, and I know that you will no doubt already have both dreams and wishes for the future. Throughout your time at Bromsgrove, you will have learnt many new facts, acquired a huge array of knowledge, discovered new skills, and hopefully ignited new passions and interest within you. You will have all no doubt memorised and lived the learner profile traits each and every day in school. For these are the things and the personal attributes that make every one of you truly Bromsgrovian. Aside from kindness, which goes without saying, the one learner profile trait of Bromsgrove that I believe without doubt is the most important in our learner profile is risk-taking. Over the years, in both my personal and professional life, I have simply found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. The great Nelson Mandela once said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of truly living." In the English language, there is a wonderful phrase uttered by millions of people every year around the world. It is a phrase that ensures your risk-taking has an element of safety attached to it. But the phrase can also mean that your dreams become smaller than you first wished them to be. At some point in your lives, we are all told it is important to make sure you have something to fall back on in case the decision you made or the risk that you take goes horribly wrong. However, throughout my own life, I have never really understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If you are going to fall, surely, don't have something to fall back on. Instead, have faith. Fall forward. Fall forward, as that way you will at least see what you are going to hit on the way down. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. The 1,001st experiment was the creation of the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment he took was one step closer to success. You will all without doubt fail at something in your life. You will without doubt all lose. You will no doubt embarrass yourself at some point about a decision that you may or may not have made. You may be thinking this is a very strange message from your headmaster, for a graduation ceremony is surely a celebration of excellence. But do please embrace that message, because failure is inevitable for each and every one of you at some point in your future life. Failure gives all of us an inner security. Failure teaches you things about yourself that you cannot learn any other way. Failure will make you tougher, and failure will make you stronger. It is simply impossible to live your life without failing at something, unless you live your life so cautiously you may as well have not bothered living at all, in which case you fail by default. As the great Albert Einstein said, failure is simply success in progress. So as you all leave Bromsgrove and go out into the wider world ahead of you, make sure, class of 2020, that you all take risks. As without doing so, as I said earlier, you will never fail, something which is vital for you to do in the future. Be open to life. Accept new views and be open to new opinions of those around you, as by doing so will open your minds as young people forever. Good luck, Bromsgrovian graduates. Stay in touch through our alumni network and I wish each and every one of you the very best for the future that lies ahead of you, and good luck and succeed. And finally, make sure you always fall forward. Thank you.
It has been an absolute joy to work with the graduating class of 2020 in my new role this year. I feel very privileged to have got to know you all in so many different ways over the years. Who would have thought that those crazy year 8s who I taught drama all those years ago would have become the impressive young adults who leave us today? You seem to have a never-ending tank of creativity, positivity and energy, approaching everything with enthusiasm, and I hope this continues into your futures, which I am sure will be very bright. Unfortunately, you aren't here with us to celebrate as we would have dearly loved to, but I would like to share a few words about each of you, reflecting on my very fond memories of your time with us. Anastasia joined us for sixth form from Samui and quickly made a huge impression, not least with her fierce debating skills, which saw her lead Walters to victory. Not afraid of throwing herself into any task with real grit, we are sure you will have a very bright future ahead of you. Ben has been with us since 2013 and has graced this very stage with a number of spectacular performances, ranging from serious A-level theatre studies work to leading school musicals. He has also passionately competed for Taylor House in every single competition across the years. With her determination and drive, Cathy has made a huge success of her time with us at Bromsgrove. She has impressed everyone throughout, and her skills in public speaking have developed unbelievably, including her passionate speech about Greta Thunberg and her emotional farewell in the recent online assembly. Estelle has always been a positive force about the school campus, and her positivity and beaming smile will surely be missed. She has balanced her passion for golf with her academic studies and her flair for leading Taylor House with ease. We wish her the very best of luck in the future. Fluke has changed dramatically since he started at Bromsgrove, not least in his maturity. His skill with working with the young children of the village on our recent Year 13 service trip to Changdao was not only a surprise, but the way he connected with the children and taught them some English was quite magical. Gaia has been a welcome addition to our school community since she joined us at the start of Year 12, and the development in her self-confidence has been quite profound. The legacy she leaves at the school, from boarding prefect to head girl and founding the Bromsgrovian newsletter, will remain with us for a very long time. Rumour has it that Hockey is one of the best, if not the best, brownie chef that ever there was at the school. On top of this, his kindness is always impressive. Again, on our recent trip to Changdao, this shined through every single day. Jar Jar shall be missed around the campus with her happy disposition and positive outlook, and I am sure this will serve her well in her intended career in hospitality. We wish you every success in the future, Jar Jar. Gina is one of the most dedicated and consistently conscientious students I have known over the last 24 years of working in schools. Her humility always impresses me, and alongside to her commitment to a whole range of activities from service to choreographing lip syncs and taking part in sports events, a true Bromsgrovian. I have very many fond and funny memories of Kai over the last 6 years. He has impressed us throughout his time at the school, leading his house and representing the school on sports field. His commitment to the lip sync has been most notable, as was his grit and determination in the challenge week, where he did not let his injuries affect his enthusiasm. Matthew joined the school after being impressed after his visit at the Fabricia Drama Festival, which we hosted, and he fitted in immediately. He has shone on the stage over the years with his key roles in many productions, including his stunning performance as the Tin Man. And we are so sorry we did not get to see his performance as Lurch in this year's The Addams Family musical. Minjae has impressed everyone at the school with her academic studies and her passion for Model United Nations and human rights. Her contribution to the 2018 conference saw her representing the school with her passionate and intelligent work, and we are sure that she has a very bright future. Mittel has been a key member of his year group over the years. His determination and risk-taking have always been apparent, not least on the Year 12 Challenge Week, where he bravely completed a leg-shakingly high rope course. Well done, Mittel, and I wish you every success. Nellie joined us for the sixth form and clearly needed no time to settle into being a Bromsgrovian. She has represented and led her house in every event possible, performed intelligently for her theatre studies, represented the school playing football, supported younger students, and so much more in her calm and stylish manner. Having been a student at the school since 2014, Nen represents everything that we expect from a true Bromsgrovian, especially in terms of his humility and patience, which has been especially evident in his sixth form years. Nen's a real team player, representing his house wherever possible, and we wish him the very best. Nicholas joined our school community at the start of Year 10, and he slotted in with his peers straight away. He has developed many attributes and skills over his time with us. His hilarious trash and show and lip sync performances, his contribution to school productions, the passion and skill with which he brings to the football field, almost too many to mention. Paulina is another student who joined us for the sixth form and has become a key member of her year group. She is a passionate and fiery debater, but has the skills to listen to others as well. Her strong, supportive nature is evident at all times. I will never forget her cries of, "You're a strong, independent woman," to Nellie echo through the jungle as she supported Nellie through the rope course on Challenge Week. Pim is an extremely motivated young lady who has led by example in the sixth form. She's a real team player and has developed hugely in her self-confidence over the last 2 years. Always throwing herself into representing Edward's house. Her hard work and dedication during Challenge Week activities was second to none. Ping has been with us for his A-level studies, but it seems so much longer. He is an intelligent and thoughtful young man who has represented the school and house many times. He perseveres without complaint, most memorably when he broke a finger on Challenge Week last year. I am sure that this young man has an extremely impressive future ahead of him. If any student represented the model Bromsgrovian, then our very own head boy from this year would certainly do it. A true gentleman, hard-working academically, and representing the school on stage and in sports. He has led his house to many a victory and is Walters through and through. His ambition was to make a mark as head boy, to leave an impression, and he certainly does that, leaving an impressive legacy. Taufik joined us at the start of Year 10 and has, over the last 4 years, contributed so much to our school. A true risk taker, his performances for lip syncs and movie showdowns have always been truly entertaining and hilarious. A thoughtful debater, Taufik has made a great impression on the school and we wish him all the best. Wanu is a quietly conscientious and thoughtful young man who has made great developments while at the school. His skills on the basketball court have seen him lead the school and his house to great successes. Wanu has worked hard on the sixth form council, especially in his impressive work on the development of the mentoring programme. We are sure you will shine in your future. Yanu's sense of humour and keen sense of participation saw him fit into the school straight away with no settling in period. He has contributed such a great deal to the school since he joined us, from playing in sports teams, coaching younger students and throwing himself into house events. The leading role in the building and engineering project in our service and challenge week was so impressive. We wish you all the best, Yanu, as we do with all the graduating class of 2020.
Hello, year 13s. We did it. The past 15, 16 years of our lives have finally paid off. All the tests, the projects, the homeworks, the exams, they've all finally paid off. So I just want to congratulate all of you for finishing the first few chapters of your lives. There's no doubt that we've all grown during our time here, whether you've been here since the start of secondary or just the last 2 years. It definitely has been a pleasure working alongside all of you, and now it's a pleasure graduating with all of you too. But first, I would like to thank a few people. First, I would like to thank the Sixth Form Council team for all the hard work they've put into the school. You and I both know that we would like to have done a lot more projects throughout the school year, but through a lot of complications, we make work with what we have and what we can do. But despite that, looking at what we have now, at what we have accomplished, I feel like a proud father of 11. Everything the school sees, from the bake sales, the roses, the posters, the student mentorship program, the Bromsgrove and the Smile Club sales, the assemblies, and a lot more, all of that is the finishing product. But what all the students, and I mean all the students, staff, and teachers don't see is the hard work that you guys have put in. If you weren't really there in person, you wouldn't believe it. But also, I want to thank the year 13s who have helped throughout the years. You've never had to participate, but you did it anyways. So to all the students who have helped, and to all the Sixth Form Council members, I thank you all. Secondly, I would like to thank the most important group of people in all of our lives, and make sure they're watching this, is our parents. Thank you for all the sacrifices you have made so that we could all live our lives. Thank you for all the hard work you put in order to send us to the school. Thank you for everything. The books on our tables, the clothes on our backs, the shoes on our feet, and every opportunity we've ever had in life. Without you, there will be no us today. So again, we thank you for everything. Lastly, as this chapter ends, I hope I made you all proud as head boy. I'm definitely not the best one in the world, but I hope I've done my job well and represent all the students well as well. And thank you all for everything. I could never do my job without the class of 2020. Therefore I couldn't ask for a better group of people to surround myself with. But more importantly, I couldn't ask for a better group of friends. So I want to wish you all the very best of luck in anything and everything you do in your future. And hopefully one day we could all meet again after accomplishing all our goals. So thank you very much, and congratulations guys, we graduated.
Hello everyone! Congratulations! We're finally graduating after all these years of hard work. For starters, I'd like to say well done to everyone for working hard despite the situation with COVID-19. As these times can be very hard, but in the end, we did everything we could to provide evidence for our grades. As this year comes to a close, I would like to thank a number of people who have helped me throughout these 2 years that I've been here. Firstly, I want to thank all my classmates who have made my time at Bromsgrove unforgettable. And despite how rewarding graduating is and how happy I am for everyone, it is extremely sad to say my goodbyes to everyone, as they have made the school environment so welcoming and supportive, which has kept me motivated throughout these years, and it is something that I am very grateful for. I have to say that this class is filled with many unique, smart, and creative individuals who will, without a doubt, have very bright futures ahead of them, and I really do hope to see you all again in the future. Secondly, I want to thank my teachers, staff, and students in boarding. I admit I was a little scared about moving away from home at first, but the boarding staff and students made me feel extremely welcomed. There were times where I felt very stressed, but the lovely boarding staff were quick to make me feel at ease and to ensure that I always had someone to talk to. And I'm sure that I speak for other boarders too, so a huge thank you to the boarding staff as well. I would also like to thank the Sixth Form Council especially, as this team of bright individuals have been working closely together in order to offer more opportunities to students at Bromsgrove. The efforts that have been put into the many projects by the Sixth Form Council were unseen and underappreciated, so I would like to congratulate them for the success that they have achieved this year. The effort we put into preparing bake sales, the time we sacrificed for student mentorship programs, the energy we put into collecting articles for the Bromsgrovian, and so much more. None of this would have been possible without each and every single member of the Sixth Form Council, so thank you for everything. Lastly, I look forward to hearing about your successes in the near future, and I hope we can meet up together one day to talk all about it. Thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff who made these years everything that they were. Good luck and congratulations to all of us.